If you're new here, my name is Tyler and I bought this 350Z for $3,000 on Facebook Marketplace and I'm gonna restore it. My first video actually did insane. We hit over 30,000 views in the first 10 days and I gained over 2,000 new subscribers. I just wanted to formally say thank you and I really appreciate this opportunity. We did a bunch of maintenance and put the stock exhaust on this thing in the first video and we're gonna do a whole bunch of new stuff to it today and try and get it into one piece. I filmed this after the video so there is some stuff that is different. So let's roll the original intro. You ever seen those videos online where people magically pop out dents in their car with boiling water or one swift movement? Does it really do that though? Let's find out with this $40 kit from Amazon. This is probably the biggest dent on the car and it's located in probably one of the worst spots it could be on the rear quarter panel. If you want to replace one of these, usually you have to cut it all out, re-weld a new one in, and then repaint everything, which costs a lot of money. And there's a couple smaller ones here along the side of the car, kind of like it was sideswiped. Let's take a look inside this toolkit and see what it has to offer. Had to do that. So we got a hot glue gun, some glue sticks, a hammer, a slide hammer, giant suction cup. We got two baby suction cups, this weird thingy, and a bunch of these tabs that you're supposed to hot glue onto the car. A microfiber, I don't know what's in this bag, and another contraption to pull out some dents. Interesting. If you guys don't know how a slide hammer works, basically you connect one end, which would be this end, to the object, and then you slam it the other direction and it pulls that way. Commonly used to like pull out wheel bearings and other stuff in cars. Let's pull the car in, try some of these tools to pull out those dents. This place is a fucking mess, dude. I grabbed the big ass light so you guys can hopefully see the dents a little bit better. First thing that kit says to do is make sure the area is clean. That way the little hot glue things and the suction cups have a better surface to adhere to. Now hopefully heating this up with a heat gun will make the metal a little bit more workable, and I'm also impatient trying to get the water to dry off a lot faster. So we're gonna try mini suction cup out first, see how it goes. Push it on, and then you're just supposed to kind of, oh, it didn't even stick. Let's try and put it over here in this bigger area. Trying to like work the main part out here first. Enough. I think the mini suction cup might have done a little bit, but honestly, it's hard to say. It's hard to say if it did anything. It might have massaged it like a little bit. We'll give the little squeeze clamp one a try. Put the hot glue thing right here in the middle of the crease and then use that squeeze one and see if it works. So you're just supposed to put the glue on these little guys. I'm gonna try and get this thing as well covered as I can. Press it onto the car. This could potentially rip my paint off. Just wanna point that out. And I think in the directions it says these should take like you should leave them on for like 5 minutes. These little tabs slide into the tool here. These black pieces press on the body of the car, and then when you squeeze the handle, it pulls it back. So in theory, it should pull a dent out. And moment of truth. Moment of truth. That's what I was afraid of happening. These kits are supposed to be paintless dent repair. You're not supposed to have to paint after you do this. Maybe not give it full torque right away. Just kind of lightly massage it. Once I get it on there, there we go, there we go. Come on. Hey yo, get on the thing. There we go, okay. Gonna just, it's getting there. It's actually doing something. It's pulled it out. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it on that camera. Okay, this one's popped off. All right,
Editor me here. I am absolutely gaslighting the shit out of myself. Everything I've done to this point has done absolutely nothing, but it's probably due to the lack of experience that I have and not knowing how to use the tools. But that's the part about learning a new skill, is you have to make a lot of mistakes until you get really good at something. Let's see if I can get some better results going forward from here on out.
We're gonna try this guy out. That light's kind of bright, but hopefully you guys can see the dent a little better. Oh shit!
still videoing?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, check it out. Come here, I pulled it out. I mean, not all of it, but like it's better than it was. There's still a crease in it. I got some of it.
Let me see.
It was a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bunch of glue residue on it, but it definitely...
Some people have to take 3 or 4 tries till they figure it out.
It definitely pulled it out pretty well. This part has a pretty bad crease in it, so I put a block of wood back here because it's both of the layers of the body where they come together on the fender here. It'll help me pull out the actual dent. And if I reach back here, it's much flatter than it used to be. I'll try and show you, but I really don't feel like taking the wheel off, if I'm being honest. It's not perfect, but it's definitely improved it. This one's a little bit bigger, but it actually might be easier. All right, here goes nothing.
That's a saver.
No paint came off. We're good. Dude, this is honestly so fucking cool that this shit works. I honestly can't believe that $40 is paying off. I'm gonna do this one. Motherfucker! Damn it! Broke another tab off. Take 900 now. I don't. Woo! Now I need to put I think one more in the middle, and I think I got it. That took a big chunk too. Damn! Well, I gotta paint again.
A little bit bigger, but it actually might be easier.
Gonna put one more right here in the middle, and we're gonna try and pop this dent out the rest of the way. So instead of using the provided alcohol to take this off, I kept heating the paint, which heating paint weakens it. All right, there we go, yay, more paint. I gotta do this like a couple more times though. Oh, there we go, okay. Still a dent here, and still like a dent here, still one here. It looks better. It looks better, not perfect. Told me to take it off. It's not perfect, but it's definitely less noticeable. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. A little off in some places, but like. So, DIY or don't. I apologize if any PDR guys had to watch that. The results aren't that bad, other than the fact that I have paint missing. There's still a little bit of a crease here in the part of the fender. This one doesn't look that bad. I mean, there's still like a big crease right here, a little bit of one here. But on this rear one, like it's a flat spot on the bottom and then it goes up like this. If it was a more expensive car, I'd definitely hire a professional to do this. Since this was my car that cost $3,000, I'm not too worried about it. And it was a cool learning experience. I think maybe I could have used some of the smaller pieces that you hot glued on, and then I might not have ripped the paint off because there might have been less glue holding it on. I'm not sure though, we'll try again sometime. I did order some things off Amazon to push out the dents from behind, so we try those in the next video. And if you like cars and you're new here, join the Discord in the description. Also, if you want to support the channel, the Patreon is also in the description. Now don't leave yet. We got to install a lot more parts on this thing today. Okay, now we're going to install this strut bar cover here. I got one off eBay. It had a slight crack in it, so I threw a little bit of epoxy in there just to give it a little bit of a stronger backing. That's why this tape's on it. So I'm gonna remove the tape and then we're gonna try and slap her in there. I think I should just be able to pop off that. And then this has, oops. And then this has a bunch of clips in the back that just press into it there and there. Okay, I probably just broke them. Didn't snap those ones, that's great. I have to take these side ones off too. Let me steal you real quick. Okay, so there's these little white tabs and there, and then I did the same thing on this side to get me a little bit more room of play. Now, and then these grooves go into these ones, it looks like. There we go. I don't want to like just force anything because, okay, it lines up now. It's in, kinda, most of the way. It's in. One thing down. All right, it's time to paint this side skirt. Now that we got all the prep work done, all the sanding, primer and everything, now we're gonna hit it with this touch-up paint. It's supposed to be the same base coat as the Daytona metallic blue that's on it right now. Worst comes to worst, it turns out horribly, we just sand it off and we do it the right way. Things are doing about as well as I thought they were gonna. This stupid pan keeps splattering and my finger is nowhere near the nozzle. Let's see. Hopefully the other coats cover that up, clean the tip out. We'll see what happens. All right, so I got like 4 coats of clear done. It's still wet. I got a little bit of runs here on the bottom. You can kind of see I was going a little too slow. On this top half, the speed wasn't too bad. We were running pretty good. There's like, obviously it's not perfect. I didn't expect it to be perfect. We're gonna try wet sanding it. I got mixed suggestions online, so I'm gonna do 800, 1000, and then 1500. And I have some polishing compound for after that. And then we're gonna hit it with this little guy. Forgot to get a battery for this, so we can only wet sand today. This is my makeshift wet sanding block. Fuck. What? I already went through the paint. What? I gotta touch up some spots still. I missed them a little bit. I was kind of letting it dry so I could see everything I missed. Went through some of the paint in some spots. I couldn't knock down some of the runs on the bottom of this door sill here. This takes a lot of practice. I'll probably just redo it whenever I paint the fender of the door and the bumper. Is it worth it to rattle can something? Maybe. I also should have bought another can of clear coat. One was not enough.
The more I was wet sanding, the more confident I began to feel. I started flying through the work and really getting a feel for this. This is definitely one of those things where it takes a lot of practice to get good at though.
I got it wet sanded with 800 and 1500. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. We'll find out when we buff it with this big thing. So let her rip, Tater Chip. First day that it was above 50 degrees out here in northeastern United States. So I took the bike out for a little spin. We're gonna finish buffing the side skirt, and then we're gonna look into the ABS issues that I'm having with the traction control ABS, brake light, all that stuff on the dash. But we have a side skirt now, guys. Yay! Hell yeah. It doesn't look that off of the other blue. I mean, it does a little bit, but it's going to. Hell yeah, let's go. One more piece done. Diagnosing problems with cars is a lot like diagnosing a person when they're sick. A lot of symptoms overlap when it comes to different issues with a person. If you watch the first video, all of my traction control lights are on my dash. I'm trying to sort that out. I put stock wheels and tires back on. I got these wheels off Facebook for 150 bucks. Thank you, Brian. And I somehow managed to stuff all 4 of these into this tiny ass little car. I would not recommend this though if you guys have a manual, Because if you look, I have literally no room. But then I went to Discount Tires, slapped these tires on it. I thought that maybe putting the stock wheels back on would fix that issue. It did not. I topped off the brake fluid. That did not fix a thing. I took it to a place and got it scanned. It came back with the ABS solenoid. I don't remember which one they said, so I went and bought a scanner of my own. It came back saying that the rear left ABS solenoid is bad, but if you watch the first video, I replaced all 4 of the ABS solenoids on this. So it leads me to believe it's one of 2 things. Either the wheel bearing back here is bad, or the actual ABS pump in the front here, which controls all of the modules, has the pump, has the computer attached to it, that thing is fried. I ended up scanning it, clearing the codes, drove it around, and lights came back on immediately after like 2 minutes of driving in circles. So we'll have to diagnose this in the next video. Maybe I'll just get a ABS pump module off of eBay. And also, one of you guys mentioned something in the last video in the comments that we're gonna go look into now. While in the spirit of diagnosing things, one of you guys in the last video mentioned that my differential bushing might be shot. So we're gonna jack the car up and we're gonna take a look at that little rubber guy and see if he's all fucked up or not. That is your differential bushing, the big one on the back. How the rubber grommet is destroyed? Yeah. So probably when I accelerate and or move around, there might be a metal on metal clunking sound, which I did feel that literally 10 minutes ago when I pulled this out to check the ABS sensors. I need new differential bushings. That's like a 2-day job if you don't know what you're doing, which I don't know what I'm doing. And you have to disconnect your axles, your drive shaft, take out your exhaust, and then drop the differential. Might as well replace all the fluid while we're there, and then put all 3 new bushings in and then put it all back together. I have a lot to do. Bushings are bad for the differential. Something is wrong with the ABS system still. We got a lot to do.
My first video just hit 10,000 views. I want to say thank you guys so much for the support. I have gained over 700 subscribers in the past 5 days. I'm shocked. I'm in shock. Thank you for supporting the build. Make sure to like and comment on this video.